Hey guys, what's up? Travis here with the NRL Hunter. So recently we got a question on social media asking about what gear is necessary or what gear people should have when they come to an NRL Hunter match. So we figured this would be a great opportunity to go over some of the different gear that would be necessary, some of the gear that is kind of optional, nice to have, so on and so forth. And we're gonna do this in many different parts. So the first part that we're gonna talk about today, which is one of the most key components that you're gonna need at an NRL Hunter match besides your rifle and scope and stuff like that, which we'll talk about later, is today we're gonna talk about binoculars. Binoculars are a key component to the NRL Hunter series for the simple fact that you have to find, range, and then engage your target. So without good glass, you're not gonna be able to find your target. Obviously there's spotting scopes and there's different options out there, but binoculars for this type of match and for hunting in general seem to always work the best. There's several different types of binoculars, but the two that we're gonna focus on today are a traditional binocular, which means, just straight look through the lens, it magnifies that picture for you. And then we're also gonna talk about smart binoculars. Traditional binoculars for this type of match, you're gonna want anywhere from a 10 power to a 15 power. So my preference is a 10 power binocular because it's gonna give you a wide enough field of view and enough magnification that you can scan the field in front of you as fast as possible. So here's a Vortex 12 power, and here is a Leupold 15 power, a Bushnell 15 power. The 15 powers are nice because obviously you get a lot more magnification, but they're also a lot bigger and a lot heavier. 12 powers are cool, it's a good option, but for the binoculars that I use, they only come in a 10 power. What I prefer, and one of the most popular binos out there on the market right now, is the SIG Kilo 3000 BDXs. So the Kilo 3000s, they're unique because they're a smart binocular. So these are a 10 power, but these also have a laser rangefinder and applied ballistics built into them. So not only can you obviously find your target, you could also range it to find out the distance. And then if you have this programmed into your smartphone and with the data from your rifle and your projectile, it'll also give you your dope. So the Kilo 3000s are a great option for me. They're really fast, really reliable. The downside is these are a lot more expensive than a regular standard binocular. Are smart binoculars necessary for NRL Hunter? Absolutely not. But they do provide you advantage with having your rangefinder, a ballistics app, and everything all in one package. Can you do this with regular binoculars? Absolutely. But you're also going to need a rangefinder and your data somehow, whether that's hard written on a data board, a Kestrel, or some other device, your smartphone, so on and so forth. So it just kind of depends on your budget and how you want to go about taking on this match. So we have the Zulu 7s and the Kilo 3000s, for example. The Vortex, these are 12 power Razor HDs, which are a great inexpensive option. And then we have the Vortex Fury HDs. These are great, another smart binocular with applied ballistics, laser range finding, so on and so forth. In here, less expensive, a lot more expensive. Leupold at this time doesn't have a smart binocular. Bushnell just launched their smart binocular. I haven't had a chance to play with that yet. So another one of my favorite laser range finding binos is the Geovids. These are the Leica 3200.coms. Again, another smart binocular. Definitely on the higher end of the price point, but great glass, great ballistics. What you'll find with smart binoculars is everyone that I'm aware of right now, they're all 10 power, which again is more than enough to accomplish your goals at an NRL Hunter match. Now, when you're looking at the most popular smart optics or laser range finding binos that are being used in the NRL Hunter today, you're gonna be looking at the SIG Kilo 3000s or the Fury HD 5000s by Vortex. Both of these are great options for you, so go check them out. So I hope that kind of gives you an idea about binoculars. You can go really, economically affordable, and you're gonna do just fine with the 10 or 12 power. Again, you could use a 15 power, but it might be a little bit too much, and you have to figure out weight savings. If I take the Leupold 15 powers and the Leicas, which are kind of the beefier of the smart optics or the smart binoculars, and I weigh them, the 15 power is actually still heavier than the smart optic. So again, it's just depending on how deep you want to go in that rabbit hole and how much money you want to spend, because these are not cheap, but they provide, 3 different tools in one. These are great binoculars, a lot more power, great glass, but they're a singular purpose for the most part. NRL Hunter rules state that at the start of a stage, you have to have everything stowed in your backpack. The only thing that you can have in hand is your binoculars and your rifle. If you choose to have your binoculars in hand, the smart binoculars with the laser range finding and the applied ballistics are great because it's one tool in your hand that does 3 different things. But if you choose to stow it, then there's other options that you have to consider as well. One of my favorite options for binoculars is the Marsupial Gear Bino harness. This is a great kit. This one's kind of a little bit overboard. I mean, as you can see on here, we have a pouch for the for the binos. We have a pouch for a rangefinder, and I do always keep a spare rangefinder on me. Batteries die, things break, whatever it is. You know, I have an accessory pouch here, and then I always carry a pistol when I'm hunting. I just got this, which is a backpack that hooks to the harness, so I can keep snacks, water, so on and so forth in here if I'm going on just a quick, you know, one-day hunt type of thing. Not going very far from civilization. Badlands makes another great option. I really like their pack. Coltac, which is a big supporter and sponsor of the NRL Hunter, they just came out with their bino harness, and they're coming out with different accessories that you can attach to this. Another great option. So there's a ton of different options out there where you can have your binos stored on your chest rather than in your backpack, thus making deployment a lot faster, saving time, giving you more opportunity to scan and search for targets. Another key accessory for me is the Really Right Stuff Bino mount. This is the Cinch LR. You can see I have it here on my SIGs. Basically what it is a detachable mount that will fit any of these binoculars. I mean, everyone I've tried it on, it's worked. It's even worked on some spotting scopes. That is attachable or detachable so that you can mount your binos to a Arca rail on your tripod or whatever it is that you're using to stay stable. This obviously also fits in your bino harnesses and so on and so forth. So it's a great piece of kit to have. And usually we have these with us at the matches. If you guys have never seen one before, you could try them out. Any of the optics that you've seen here today, whether it's the Bushnell, the Leopolds, the SIGs, Vortex, whatever it is, we're gonna have all of these optics with us available for our members and our Hunter members to use at the matches if you guys wanna try something out. That's it for segment 1. Again, we're trying to keep these short and sweet. Next video, we're gonna do another piece of essential kit gear or accessory that you might wanna have at an NRL Hunter match. Hopefully you guys found this information useful, you enjoyed the show, and until next time, we'll see you all at the range. Take care.